Welcome, Cancer. This is your Love Scope video for August 2014. Okay, so we start with the Hangman. So we're at a crossroads. It's like a pause in the universe in order to give you that time to know what's needed, perhaps. Make some choices that serve your happiness, your well-being. So this is a time to follow your gut, most definitely. Follow your intuition. Talk to God, your angels, spirit guides, the universe. Make that connection with the divine, whether it's through meditation, prayer, inner conversations with yourself. You know, you've been through so many lessons. And so a lot of times when I do readings, I see that, you know, this card signifies that, okay, you've gone through the lessons. It's not about pain and hurt anymore. It's more about decision making now based on your lessons, based on what you've learned. So in a relationship reading, a love reading, it's what you deserve in love. It's about joy. It's about passion. It's about flirtations. It's about creating the moment, loving the moment. Okay, because you've gone through all the lessons. So now it's time to just enjoy life. And as each situation pops up, you're doing an evaluation. You're analyzing, you know, does this person really serve my purpose? Does the situation serve my purpose? And if it's a yes, great. If it's a no, then you have to make some choices. That might seem very hard at the very beginning and very hard. But within, I think, days of you making that decision, if it even takes days, you'll have a relief come over you, because we do have the Four of Swords. So that's after the battle, the relief, the thanks for making it through and making the wise decisions. We have the Knight of Wands, which is all about clear communication. And it is talking to the divine as well. So it's about clear communication. Just taking the time to talk with each other if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship and you meet somebody that could be a potential relationship, take some time to talk. Get to know them. Get to know where they're truly going. Don't make any assumptions right now on what they're thinking or how they're standing in their truth. Have the conversation so you can fully understand who they are and what they stand for, so that you can make a wise decision, okay? Because the Hangman is about making wise decisions. And I just love the way the artist does this card, because it's almost like, you know, before you go forward, you take a moment to talk to God, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, and thank them ahead of time for a beautiful outcome to your trip, your travels, your journey, your path. So it's very much looking around and being grateful for what is in your life and what is to become of your life. Now we have the King of Swords with that. Now the King of Swords, he's opinionated, he's strong, he's forceful. Okay, so this tells me that there's decisions to be made, okay? And you're going to be making those decisions to serve you, to serve your happiness, to serve your joy, to serve your definition of love and what you are truly worthy of. And I hope you do understand that you do deserve it. And I'm not saying that because we're doing some kind of spiritual reading here. It's because that is what the message is to you in this reading. To understand what you deserve and then go after it. It's decision making, whether or not certain people fit, and it's you that holds the cards. It's nobody coming up and telling you that they don't want to be a part of your life. It's you putting the distance, okay? And this could even roll out actually in, this could roll out in every part of your life, really. Okay, it's got attachments to all kinds of partnerships. So it could be people you work with, people in the community, friends, family. And it's about saying, no, this is who I am. This is who I am going forward. This is what I need and want in my life. Now, don't get so headstrong when you're thinking this way, though. And to believe that there is only one version of happiness. Okay, don't put blinders on when this card comes up. You can very much get this headstrong, opinionated way of the way everything's supposed to play out. Okay, so ask, definitely. Do an affirmation every morning. Thank you for keeping the blinders off today. Thank you for letting me see opportunity for adventure and love. And I don't care if you're having your 65th wedding anniversary this month. And for some reason I need to say that in almost every reading, but so I say it. I don't care. Your love can grow to a new level. Where it is stagnated, it can grow. And it's making that firm decision and sharing that information with the person you're with. Most definitely. Because they might be thinking the same thing and holding it back too. Until you have that conversation, you don't really realize where they're at on their path and how it involves you. Now we have this Four of Swords, which is kind of indicating that you feel a disconnect on many relationships. So maybe that's why you need to analyze as well. That you're truly trying to understand if this is working, okay, in the relationship. And I feel that even though we're doing a love reading here, I really think that this expands. I'm getting this expansion of it's really hitting every kind of relationship in your life right now. It's not just limited to a soulmate, a twin flame, the love of your life, meeting them or being with them or exalting each other to a whole new level. You have a disconnect here. Now, in some ways, this is you giving thanks for what you have and being appreciative, understanding that everybody has their own walk, and you also have to understand through the lessons you've been on what you're willing to allow and tolerate and accept as part of the other person that you don't particularly like, but it really doesn't affect the long run, the big picture. And once again, that's through conversations, and it's through meditation and prayer. Now, that also, I think more so with this one, it's coupled with the Six of Cups. Okay, and this one's come up on almost every reading. I see this almost as a wall in this one. Now, this is what I normally would say your peace of mind. But where it shows up in the reading tells me that this is taking your blinders off and seeing what a person has to offer you, life has to offer you, love has to offer you. It's taking your blinders off and realizing that there is more than one definition of happiness and beauty and passion. And it might be a month for allowing new experiences to come into your life. I don't really see the new experiences. I think that's probably going to come down the way. But I did get a glimpse of that when I was talking, so I said it. But the Hangman is definitely, you're in a pause. You're at the forks in the road. So I'm looking forward to doing September now for you, right? So what you're doing this month, you're almost cleaning up the clutter around you. You are giving yourself peace of mind. Now, this could also mean that somebody comes back from the past in your life. Remember why they're an ex. Okay, they're usually coming back to highlight a lesson so that you have a true understanding of what you want to embrace in your life going forward. But I'm seeing that wall, okay, and I think it's clutter for you, okay? I think you've torn down a ton of walls, especially in the last 6 months, for goodness sakes. Closer to a year, I would say, yes? And for you, for others, it all depends on your path, right? It could be up to a 10-year walk for you on this path, for goodness sakes, depending on when when you actually came to Earth and decided to live this life. What path you chose for yourself. So it's really just cleaning up the clutter. It's just making sure that who is in your life because you want them in your life, and for what reasons. And if there is some disconnect, or you're just not understanding how that person fits in your life, then you really need to sit down and have conversations with them and really get some clarity going forward. And definitely, you know what is needed now. It's not gray area for you. It's really you acting upon all those lessons and saying, this is what I need. It's having that courage. It's having that courage, that strength. You have the wisdom. Okay, now I also pulled the Five of Gabrielle. So a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So the only drama you really need to worry about is your drama. Enjoy life this month, okay? Live in the moment. If other people are trying to pull you down, simply just walk away, okay? This is definitely a time to experience the moment so that you can apply the lessons you've learned up to this point into practical situations so that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt where you're going. Pay attention to that. Every time there is a sudden noise, a cough, a honking of a car horn, a meow of a kitten, barking of a dog, you hear brakes squealing, whatever that loud noise is in any reading that you get, whether or not it's an astral, you know what I'm talking about. For goodness sakes, my tongue got tied there. Astrology, tarot, oracle, runes, crystal balls. There's so many ways of receiving messages. Even when you're just meditating, and all of a sudden you hear that loud noise, realize that what you were thinking about, what you were communicating about at that precise moment was invaluable to you going forward. So, have patience with yourself and those around you. And I think as you really start to realize who should be in your life and who shouldn't be in your life, and because I really do believe this is more than just a relationship reading, and for many relationships it's going to go in a very positive, beautiful light. Some, it's not. And that's where the disconnect comes in. Okay, you're feeling disconnected for a reason, but usually a conversation is really going to clarify it for you. It's all about gaining the clarity so that you can go through that fork in the road. Go pick the right path and know where you're going. And please believe that you are making all the right decisions, because you are. You're here right now because you were supposed to be. And all of your lessons have led to this month in redefining who you are as a person and who you are in love and how you want to embrace. So enjoy the day, enjoy the month, each moment. Get out there, put your flirt on, and enjoy getting together with people and experiencing as much of relationships as you can so that you can have those talks, so you can have that clarity, so that when I do your September reading, it's just going to be phenomenal. So until next time we meet, remember, I do love you.